Hey guys, quick little video I wanted to throw up for you. Hadn't done one in a while, but been busy working, making gear. Thought we'd just take a minute to throw this up real quick for you. Quick topic, boots. Seen a lot of guys ask questions here or there about what's a good pair, what do I want to look for, etc., etc. There's 101 choices out in boots right now. Some of them really good choices, some of them not so good choices, and price is oftentimes not an indicator of whether you're getting something good or not. So we thought we'd throw this together real quick for you and just kind of give you a few thoughts on what we like to do, kind of our position and where we're coming from boots. For the context of what we're doing here, we're going to be talking about most of the year in southeastern United States. We're not necessarily talking about dead of winter when there's 4 feet of snow on the ground for 3-4 months straight at a time. We're talking about generally warm weather and a wet environment possibly. Southeastern U.S. is pretty wet a lot of times, which is part of the focus here. A lot of guys like to look for Gore-Tex boots or waterproof boots, something like that. And on the surface that sounds great because you want to keep your feet dry. The drier you keep your feet, the more comfortable you are, but the better your foot health is, which is obviously an important thing for a preparedness-minded person. The problem you run into with Gore-Tex boots is, and other waterproof boots, what keeps that water out of the boot also keeps the water in the boot once it gets in, contrary to some claims. So the boot fills up with water and then you're basically walking around in a bucket full of wetness all day long and longer, because even when you drain the water out, it still takes them forever to dry. One way around that was the old school jungle boot. That ended up being an okay solution, but having worn those boots are not necessarily the best in the world. What we went for and have had the best luck with and really like and are big fans of are these right here. These are the Rocky S2V boots. What Rocky did with these was took that concept and put mesh drainage vents on each side of the boot. And what that does is when water gets in, and it will get in, if you step in water and it comes over the top of the boot, even just in a heavy rain, it's going to eventually start running down your legs, down your pants, and get inside your boots as it soaks through your clothes. Trust me, if you get out in it any, you're going to find out after a while your boots are going to fill up with water. It's just a given if you're out in the rain or anything else. So unless you're just walking around the shopping mall parking lot, stepping in mud puddles, running into your car, that's not the context of what we're talking about here. All these drainage vents on these boots, Rocky's idea is to walk the boot dry. In other words, as your foot moves in the boot, and as the boot moves with your foot, it actually pumps the water out of these holes. Rocky's got some cool video of it on their website. You can check that out and see how it works. But it does work really well to get the water out of the boot, but then promote air circulation through the boot, which helps to dry it relatively fast. Couple that, you throw on some dry socks periodically, you can actually keep your feet pretty doggone dry with these boots. The same principle also works really well in hot weather, because you've got airflow circulating through there, so it helps to keep your feet cooler and not get so hot. It also helps manage the moisture in there just from your feet sweating. It tends to keep them from getting really soaking wet from sweat. So again, moisture management, it's all the way around a good thing. There's a lot of good other benefits to this boot. It's relatively lightweight. It's proven to be just really durable boot. Rocky not only used a glued-on sole, but went with the preferred method of it's stitched on all the way around the boot. The tread's real aggressive, but it's open. It sheds mud and clay and dirt really well. It's comfortable. It gives you a really good tactile feel on the ground. You can move quietly. Stability is excellent with them. Your foot actually kind of sits down in the tread here, kind of like in a cup. It's really amazing how they came up with that, and we really like it. The only step up from these is going to be the newest version that Rocky's got out. That's their S2V Jungle version, which has got probably double, if not triple, the amount of vintage on it. And they're also even a little bit lighter weight. They went to more Cordura nylon on it and less leather, which will just make it that much more impervious to the elements and dry out even faster. So we're really looking forward to getting a couple of sets of those and trying them. But for the time being, just as one recommended pair, these Rocky S2Vs have been really, really good boots for us, and probably our favorite of all we've tried at the moment. They run anywhere from about $150 to $190, depending on where you find them at, which in the boot market isn't bad. Boots can get crazy expensive, in some cases as you go up the chain. One other thing that we really, really, really like about these, and it's something that a lot of you may be big on, if you'll notice in the label right there, if you can read that, if it'll focus on it, but that's a made in the USA tag right there. These are American made boots with Rocky, so you're getting a good US product, which we always try to go to whenever we can. Quality on these has been great. Probably been using them for about 6 months or better now, 6-7 months, pretty regular, and they're just really, really, really comfortable boots. So when you're out boot shopping, think about that in regards to the water management. Think about the environment you're in. Think about what you're going to be doing. Water, if you're outdoors, guys, especially in a long-term catastrophic situation, you're going to get water inside your boots. The best Gore-Tex in the world is not going to stop that rain from running down and hitting your pants, and which in turn hits your legs, and you'll get little streams of water running down your legs inside your pants, and it'll go right into your boots. Step across a ditch, creek full of water, river, pond, whatever, it comes up over the top, it's in the boot. About the only way in the rain to keep it from going in is to wear a complete rain suit with pants that come all the way down over the top of the boot. And if you try to do that in pretty much 2/3 of the year in the southeast, you're going to sweat to death, and you'll be soaking wet from the sweat, probably more so than you would be from the rain at that point, trying to wear a complete rain suit and be out actually doing anything. You may be able to get away with it sitting on the front porch. If you're actually out there moving and doing stuff in the rain, water's getting in those boots. So think about getting the water out of the boot. Accept the fact that it's going to get in. This is probably one of the best answers for that right now. There's a couple other boots out there that are operating on a similar principle. Looking forward to getting some of those and trying them out at some point. Again, looking forward to getting a set of the S2V Jungle version and trying those out. But for a good, comfortable, durable, long-term boot, check out these Rocky S2Vs. That's one of our current favorite choices. I think you'll like them once you give them a shot. We'll try to get up some more later as we get some more time in with them if anything comes up, and get any new ones to check out. If you got any thoughts or questions, hit us up, email it, Facebook, whatever. We'll try to answer them. Thanks, guys. Talk to y'all later.